morning, everybody.
Morning.
My name is Jitu Brown, J-I-T-U-B-R-O-W-N. I'm the education organizer for the Kenwood, Oakland Community Organization. I sit on the local school council at Dyett High School since 2003. I want to welcome everyone here this morning for this very important event. We stand here at one of the historic Bronzeville schools, Mayo Elementary School, in one of the most proudest African-American communities in the United States. In Bronzeville, we've endured over 23 school actions since 1999. This is the community where Ida B. Wells lived, where Margaret Burroughs lived, where Muddy Waters lived, where Mahalia Jackson lived, where Louis Armstrong lived, where Margaret Burroughs created the DeSauva Museum, where Harold Washington went to high school. This is a community that is historic, but we have endured massive disinvestment from Chicago public schools. We know now that closing schools is failed education policy. Yeah. Chicago Public Schools has done over 105 school actions since 2002. That's larger than the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania school system. But despite the dismal returns on these experiments, we continue to experiment on African American children and deny our children the opportunity for a world-class education in their own neighborhood. So despite that, now Chicago Public Schools wants us to believe that this would be better for you by disinvesting in you even more. So now we're not going to close 10 schools, we're going to close 54. And we're not going to be accountable for the schools that we've disrupted with our actions over the years. We're just going to continue to do the same thing over and over again. So we are now on the third day of a 3-day march, where we are going down to the seats of power to let them know that regardless of your vote on September 22nd, you will not get these schools. Regardless of your vote on September 22nd. Regardless of your vote on May 22nd, you will not get these schools. It is very important for us to be clear that we will not let an appointed school board that has repeatedly made disastrous decisions in the past determine the future of our young people. So on May 22nd, vote as you will. Vote as you feel free. But if you want to see hundreds of law-abiding parents and students go to jail, do whatever we have to do to make sure that our children stay in the schools in their own community, then so be it. And so today, students from Mayo wanted to come and send us off with a ceremony, and they were blocked by Chicago Public Schools. They spent resources to send people down here to tell young people, oh no, you can't come outside, you can't come out and support these marches. But nobody sent resources into our schools that didn't have libraries. Nobody rushed down to make sure we all had computer labs. But they want to stop our democratic process. As taxpayers, we have the right to hold systems accountable. All right? And the people who we pay are not going to tell us what to do with our children. So with that, we want to have a few speakers come forward just to share with you why we are marching and why May 22nd does not stop our efforts. First, we'll have Anthony Williams, a parent and an alumni of Mayo Elementary School.
My name is Anthony Williams. I'm speaking on behalf of Mayo and the closing schools. I am very disgusted at our mayor, our Chicago Public School Board, that they're actually going to close these schools but invest in areas that don't need investment. You're going to take $115 million and build up Navy Pier, but you can't spend $1,000 on a school. It is crazy how we, parents and activists of CTU, come out here every day, and our kids who were supposed to do a balloon launch today can't even do it because the Burnham Park District decided, no, you're going to have to postpone it because we're not going to be a part of that. It is not fair. I have kids that I practiced and went over and over on dance routines. They got canceled. They can't even do their dance. You're talking about 50 years of Mayo Elementary School that is not going to be able to stay open because they want to shut it down and give it to a selective enrollment school. A school that turns away kids. Mayo has been accepting kids for 50 years. Every school that has closed in our neighborhood, we have brought them in. We made sure that every single child got an education, but you're going to take that away, and now you got to look at hundreds of teachers that are going to lose their jobs. And you talk about unemployment, thousands of kids that got to go into areas that they do not know, territories unknown. When I look at these kids, Do you see these kids? I see them for who they are. Our future mayor, our future governor, our future president. But you don't see that. You refuse to see it. So, on May 22nd, I will be there. Hopefully, you'll make the right decision and keep these schools open. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. And just to his point, Mayo has been a receiving school for several schools that have closed in his neighborhood. So when Raymond was shut down, Mayo opened its doors. When Doolittle West was shut down, Mayo opened its doors. And let's not forget that Mayo was at one point a level 1 school. So this school has, despite the destabilization efforts from the district, this is still a performing neighborhood school. And we're determined to keep this school and all the schools in Bronzeville open. The next speaker will be Ms. Victoria Ali, a parent, again, from Mayo Elementary School, and an alumni.
Good morning. My name is Victoria Ali. Good morning. My name is Victoria Ali, and I'm very upset. I have 2 children here. One has graduated. The other is in 6th grade. Her initial start of this school came about because I went to Wells Prep and put her in the school because she has an IEP. She went to that school a whole month before they decided to tell me that they couldn't help her because of her learning disability. So she's here. All right. And I'm loving it because she's doing a wonderful job. And I hope you all are listening. Please do not close this school. We have wonderful teachers, principals, and beautiful children that attend Mayo School. Thank you.
So we just want to, you might want to lift that up.
Good job, Sylvia.
So we just want to reiterate, regardless of the board's vote on May 22nd, this community is determined to hold on to these schools. That's right. And we should not have to go to war with our school district. What type of society do we live in where failed education policy can just be regurgitated because of the perception of the people in our communities? And so we accept failed education policy when it's heaped upon African American children. But we would not accept 18% of the schools that have replaced closed schools being high performing if this was Lincoln Park. There'd be no way we'd accept that. But it's negotiable because it's in our neighborhood. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And so we're going to make Chicago and America look at its conscience today and in the weeks going forward. If we are truly a country that is making steps forward, we're going to have to demonstrate it, not just talk about it. So